Welcome to football season, which for the Iowa Hawkeyes almost always means a win in week one. The Hawkeyes usually do not face top shelf opposition to open up the season, but that also means they're usually not answering questions about a loss to open the year. Iowa's won the last 11 season openers. This one a bit different, though, not at Kinnick, in Chicago against Northern Illinois. Kirk Ferentz ready for action, we think. This one, though, no score. Hawks driving, 3rd and 1. Damon Bullock busting through the middle for 13 yards to the Huskies' 42-yard line. That led to a Mike Meyer field goal from 34 yards out, 3-0 Iowa. James Vandenberg, though, under duress. Sack there to lose 9 yards, stopping an Iowa drive. First play of the second quarter, NIU's Keith Harris extends barely and scores 7-3 Huskies, and we have trouble in Chicago. Iowa trying to answer back, but yards were at a premium early. Greg Garman stuffed at midfield, but they would get something later on this drive. Mike Meyer from 29 yards out. That one slices through 7-6 Northern Illinois. The Huskies break through late in the first half, though. Jordan Lynch looking up top. This is a superb catch. Martell Moore hauls it in. That led to a field goal moments later. 10-6 Northern Illinois at the half. Third quarter, a defensive break for Iowa. Joe Gaglione with the sack. We got a fumble on the ground. Carl Davis hauls it in at the NIU 14, but the Hawkeyes would only get a field goal out of this. And just when we all think the Hawkeye defense would be rock solid, NIU quarterback Jordan Lynch finds an opening, and never has downtown Chicago seen traffic this desolate. Oofta. That's not a good oofta. 73 yards, 17-9 Northern Illinois at that point. Late fourth quarter, 17-12. Hawkeyes defense gets a stop. Kirk Ferentz focused. Now down at the NIU 22. Damon Bullock is off. He wants the win. Get there. He gets in for the score. The fan base is saved. 18-17. The Hawkeyes survive. Up to Madison, Northern Iowa opening up the season at Wisconsin. First quarter, UNI defense very impressive. Xavier Williams and Mac O'Brien snuff out the Badgers on the opening drive. Wisconsin, one of their methodical starts. Sam Tim would also pop Monty Ball. 3-0 Wisconsin early on. No touchdowns early for the Badgers. Second quarter, Badgers doubling up the lead, though. Kyle French with a 35-yard field goal just hooking in. 6-0 Wisconsin. Late first half, finally a touchdown in this game. Danny O'Brien, new starting quarterback for Wisconsin, with a floater to Jared Aberdarius. 13-0 Wisconsin at the half. Even amid a very solid first half defensively for the Panthers. Third quarter, Wisconsin clamping down. Monte Ball scoring from 1 yard out, 19-0 Wisconsin. But we see some real progress out of the Panthers and their new starting quarterback, Sawyer Cole-Morgan, scoring pass to Chad Owens here. He had 3 touchdown passes. Well done. 26-21 Wisconsin. It's getting late. They need a stop here on third down. Wisconsin with the ball. And the Panthers on 3rd and 4. They're able to hold. They're able to get the ball back. You can imagine this. UNI fans tweeting each other all over the place, and you got to watch the game. 4th and 1. A touchdown will win it. Cole-Morgan's pass is tipped, though. And that's it. Turnover on downs. Badgers win 26-21. Strong showing for UNI. Nicely done, Purple. Be proud of how that turned out. Also in the Big Ten today, Ohio U knocks off Penn State by 10. Ohio State rolls past Miami of Ohio. Most exciting game of the day, Northwestern with a last-minute touchdown to knock off Syracuse. Illinois knocks off Western Michigan. Nebraska gets a bit of a fight from Southern Miss. Purdue steamrolls past Eastern Kentucky, a pair of late starts in the Big Ten. Michigan and Alabama right here on KCRG TV9. Indiana State will take on Indiana. In Ames, the Iowa State Cyclones are coming back from a 2011 season with plenty of great memories. That Friday night win over Oklahoma State had some national impact. Another team from Oklahoma coming to Jack Trice today. It was Tulsa. First quarter, no score. Steele Jantz says, this is crazy, but here's a touchdown, so catch it maybe. Josh Lynn's a pride of Dubuque, 43 yards for the score. What a start for the Cyclones. 7-0 Iowa State. This turned out to be a wild first half. Tulsa with a safety, then a touchdown, then this. Cody Green with a floater to Thomas Roberson. 16-7 Tulsa. But then Iowa State answers back. Steele Jantz with steel pants, or at least quick feet. He had 2 scores in the second quarter, 21-16 Iowa State. Final seconds of the first half. Look how physical football can get at the Big 12 level. Josh Lenz is level, doesn't make the catch. He was okay, at least as okay as one could be after that. 24-16 Iowa State at the half. James White opens up the scoring with a touchdown in the second half as the Cyclones win 38-23. Iowa Conference openers today as well. Co-hosting Monmouth of Illinois. First half no score. goes Gage. Mose with a physical brand of football, scoring from 5 yards out. 6-0 Cohawks. Fast forward now, 6-3 Cohawks. Mose again, this time a bit more room to move throughout the middle, working his way in for the first down inside the 15-yard line. This drive also ending with a field goal, 9-3 Co. Co defense answering as well. Incoming. Gaetano Tarantino with a saber-rattling tackle later in the first. The final seconds of the half, Jared McNutt looking and liking Keaton Jurgen for the completion, and then McNutt firing the touchdown pass. Jared Cooner, 16-3 Cohawks at halftime. Third quarter, Co opens up the lead and says, 4th and 2. Gage Mose, hope you're starting them in your Iowa Conference Fantasy League today. Quick moves, quick feet, 23-3 Co. The Cohawks cruise on 33-3. They've got Cornell next. Also in the Iowa Conference, Elmhurst shuts out Loras to open up the season. Luther falls in week 1 to the Oles of St. Olaf. Dubuque, last year's season champion, and Wartburg have their openers tonight. And also here's a live look here in Cedar Rapids for the Colonels game tonight. Some overcast skies. Should be very pleasant, though, to get on out there as they're hosting Clinton on this evening. You can also catch that game if you want right here on KCRG. Just check it out on 9.2. And we'll have the final forecast from meteorologist Charlene Malin. Stay with us here on TV9. This cannot be easy for the Iowa Hawkeye football program, where they do strive for excellence. Today's start against Northwestern was the second straight Saturday where they fell behind big. Now this month is taking on the feel of a melancholy march towards winter and disappointment. KCRG TV9's John Campbell has more from Evanston.
Right now. Sports.
Thanks, Coach. Also in the Big Ten, Ohio State at Penn State, both unbeaten in conference play. Neither eligible, though, to win the conference. 7-7 third quarter. Penn State's Matt McGloin with nervous feet. And a throw into the arms of Ryan Shazer. Defenders' dream. 6 points, 14-7 Ohio State. The Buckeyes' Braxton Miller struggled mightily, but this one broke it open. Miller over the middle and through the woods to Jake Stoneburner. 72 yards and a touchdown. Ohio State wins 35-23. They still, though, cannot win the Big Ten this year. Also, Michigan State survives overtime with Wisconsin. Even when Indiana and Illinois meet, someone has to win. Today, that someone is Indiana. Minnesota prevails in another battle of the winless conference teams over Purdue. Nebraska outlasts Michigan 23-9. The man of steel, Steele Jans, back as starting quarterback for the Cyclones. Iowa State hosting Baylor, 14-7 Baylor. Second quarter, no worries. Jans with a deep floater to Albert Gary, 36 yards and a touchdown, 14-14. Typical Big 12 score fest. We love it. Late first half, the Cyclones' James White is stepping fast. 15 yards and a first down. That sets up Jans liking Jarvis West, 21-14. Iowa State at the half. Defense, though, playing a major role in keeping the Cyclones ahead. 4th and 1 for Baylor. They go, but no. Stuffed like a bratwurst, Iowa State ball. And here's the momentum swing. 81 yards later, Jans would cap it off with this scoring pass to Jeff Woody. 28-14 Cyclones. Steele Jans with 5 touchdown passes today. The Clones win 35-21. Iowa State is 5-3 overall, 2-3 in the Big 12. To the Unidome, Illinois State and the Panthers. A very unusual start for UNI. They're 2-5. First quarter, the Redbirds get their beaks under the Panthers' skin from the UNI 19. Cameron Hunt scoots around the left side on that quick indoor track and in for the first score of the game, 7-0 Illinois State. Panthers trying to answer back on offense. No room, though, for David Johnson as he gets racked up by Illinois State. UNI forced to punt. The Redbirds drive right back the next time they get the ball. Matt Brown fires to Phil Dudley down at the UNI 3-yard line. Then on 4th and goal, the Redbirds press their luck. Matt Brown just breaks the plane to score 6. 13-0 Redbirds after 1. Second quarter now 19-0 Illinois State. But UNI would start to rumble back. Sawyer Cole Morgan sensing the craziness, negotiating the rocky waters. That gets him back to 19-6 after an interception. Cole Morgan with 12 seconds left on the clock in the first half, hitting Chad Owens. UNI is back in purple. 19-14 Illinois State at the half. Fourth quarter, 26-14 Redbirds. UNI's David Johnson runs into sunlight, but the Redbirds would clinch it later on. They go on to win 33-21. UNI with 4 turnovers. They're an unthinkable 2-6. The Cohawk football team is nationally ranked and sitting in the best nest in all the Iowa Conference, unbeaten at 7-0, striving towards a perfect season. Yet a real conference test lingered today. Wartburg. KCRG TV9's Chelsea McDonald has more.
The Cohawks won.
And when we come back, more from the ice in Dubuque, plus off to Fort Dodge for state cross country. See you soon. This is the battle in the life of a cross-country runner. Practice in the ruthless heat of August, only to run for state glory amid the brisk October headwinds. Plenty of eastern Iowa runners are celebrating their one moment in time tonight. TV 9's Scott Sable has more from Fort Dodge.
There's nothing like the pressure of the state cross-country.
To the ice in Dubuque, Rough Riders and the Fighting Saints see on KCRG 9.2. Cedar Rapids is good, but Dubuque is 8-0. Dubuque in the white and pink tonight for breast cancer awareness. 1-0 Saints. Mike Smadala with the slip to Dubuque's Eric Freshy for the goal. 2-0 Saints. Second period, Dubuque now with a 3-0 lead. But Cedar Rapids' Landon Smith goes top shelf where Mama hides the cookies. 3-1 Dubuque. Saints hang on to win 3-2. They're perfect after 9 games. Also, the Giants now lead the World Series 3-0 after beating Detroit 2-0. Back over to Charlene for what's ahead in the final forecast. It's a fun season of speculation for college football. We are after spring practice before the heat of August. Walk into any grocery store, and college football fans, you know what I'm talking about here. The preview magazines are everywhere. As the Iowa Hawkeyes are coming off of last year's disappointing 4-8 season, the general consensus for the Hawkeyes is another low finish in the Big Ten's Legends division. We looked at 7 different guides today. All predictions were 5th or 6th in the 6-team division. Generally, it's either Iowa or the Minnesota Gophers in last place. Nebraska and Michigan are seen as the favorites. Season opener 59 days away against Northern Illinois. As for Iowa State, they are a bit more difficult to pin down. The Cyclones are anywhere between 7th and 10th, which is last in the Big 12. Publisher Phil Steele has them 9th, but admits he's pegged the Cyclones wrong the last few years. Iowa State was 6-7 last season. That was in 9th place. The Cyclones open with UNI on August 31st, 7 p.m. kickoff at Jack Trice. Touch of baseball tonight. Vinton Schellsburg and Marion on a beautiful night for a doubleheader. Marion won the opener 3-2, second inning, no score. Caleb Steckel with a line drive to center. Part of a crooked number for Marion. 2 on. Quinn Canoy slaps a shot to left field. Logan Larson scores. David Kuhn scores. Life is good for Marion as they go on to win 5-2 to take the sweep. It was 3 years ago, and we all awaited the decision where former Linn-Mar all-everything Kia Stokes would play college basketball. She chose Connecticut, the premier women's program in the country. After playing for a national champion, Kia's back here for the summer, sharpening her game. KCRG TV 9's Josh Christensen caught up with her. Some tremors in the men's college basketball world. Butler head coach Brad Stevens is going to the NBA. Stevens will coach the Boston Celtics. Stevens led Butler to a pair of NCAA title game appearances. What's noteworthy here, Stevens got the Butler job after Todd Licklider left Butler for Iowa in 2007. The Zach Johnson Foundation Classic is in 4 weeks in Cedar Rapids. Along with the 2007 Masters champion, Zach will be joined by some other fellow Iowans. Former NFL quarterbacks Kurt Warner, Chuck Long, and Sage Rosenfels will be representing all 3 of the big football schools, as well as 1987 U.S. Open champion Scott Simpson. The Classic is on Monday, July 29th at Elmcrest Country Club. Perhaps trips back here could lead to a rebound for Zach in 2013. Johnson did take 3rd at the Colonial back in late May, but he's struggled to crack the top 30 for much of this golf season. He missed the cut at the U.S. Open 2 weeks ago. Yet the John Deere Classic is coming up in Silvis next week. Johnson did win it in 2012. Ryan Newman has won 16 races on the NASCAR Sprint Cup circuit. Today he put on the hairnet and the goggles to watch over production of thousands of toothbrushes at the Oral-B facility in Iowa City. The driver in the 39 car toured the plant today as part of the Hope for the Warriors project to support work paths for veterans. We all drive on 380 every day at the proper speed, of course, so we had to ask what it's like to be pushing 200 in the final lap when you're leading the field.
When you win, it's special. When you're about to win, you get that special feeling, no doubt. But I can't equate it to winning the lottery or a scratch-off ticket or something like that. I mean, it's different than that because there's so much that goes into it. It's so involved with so many people.
Been a while since he's had that special feeling. Newman's last win was this one on April the 1st of 2012 at Martinsville. And after the Colonels' great 11-game winning streak, they've dropped 2 in a row. Now they lost 9-2 to Beloit. They're back home, though, tomorrow against the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers.
Just can't